years, Russ Parr's resume reads like an Academy Award nomination. He's best known, obviously, for being the hilarious host of the top-rated, nationally syndicated Russ Parr Morning show, heard weekdays by millions of listeners in more than 30 cities across the country. In addition, his weekend show On the Air with Russ Parr can be heard in more than 30 different radio stations nationwide. He definitely has made and continues to make a dramatic impact in our communities. Ladies and gentlemen, Russ Parr.
I can't sing. Just kidding, Charlie. After Cheryl, I just want to say it's great to be here. Thank you. I'm just honored to have been asked to be here and talk about something I'm very passionate about. I think that all the folks up here on the dais have made some very good points about the epidemic proportions. I talk to 14-year-olds on a daily basis, and young girls that call up that are in trouble and they don't know where to turn. And I tell you, I can give them phone numbers, but I can't be there. I can't give them the counseling. I can't give them the information that they need that could really help them. We have so many young kids that are contemplating suicide because of the predicament. And that is sad. And we become, we try to be funny in the morning and tell jokes and things like that. It kind of puts a damper on us each and every day. And I'm telling you, there isn't a day that doesn't go by that I talk to some 15-year-old boy, 16-year-old, who thinks he's invincible. He thinks like, man, don't feel the same. I'm not going to die, I'm young. I cannot tell you how many black people that I've talked to for years on the radio that refuse to get tested. I just want to walk down the street and drop dead. Believe it, that is real. They don't want to know. What you don't know won't hurt you. Unfortunately, what you don't know hurts a lot of people. And it troubles me. It is a big problem for us. I was talking to you this morning. Are the numbers getting better? No. They keep going up, and that's a damn shame. It is an obligation of all of us, especially all of us in the media, to step up and speak out. Tomorrow on 93.9 WKYS, we will devote a whole day to HIV and AIDS awareness, starting with my show in the morning throughout the day. I don't want to make it HIV/AIDS Day when we talk about it. We don't do that on my program. We talk about it year-round. I don't talk about domestic abuse during Domestic Violence Month. I talk about it year-round. I think it's a damn shame that we have Black History Month. It should be talked about year-round. So we shouldn't just talk about HIV and AIDS awareness during that day. It is a constant problem that affects all of us each and every day. And we should be cognizant, and we should get to these kids. Because, like Cheryl was saying, 11-year-olds, 12-year-olds that have no self-esteem, that have nowhere to turn, not in a nuclear family, have no one to go to. We have to let them know that we're here. Just because it is not your child doesn't mean that you're allowed them to get hit by a bus in the street. And it's time that we take control. But a lot of us say, well, it's not mine, I'm not going to worry about it, I'm okay. That selfish attitude has gotten us in this predicament that we are in right now. I lost a very good friend 2 years ago, and never told me that he was affected. He was infected. And because for some reason, he thought that I would think less of him. He's heard me on the radio for years advocating education, advocating whatever we needed to do to get the information out. I'm always going, CDC calls, boom, I read those reports, I get emails, media alerts, I read them. We do them every day. Sheila Stewart, my news director, she gets that information, we put it out there. And it's not about scaring people, it's about arming them with the knowledge that they need. But it hurt me, and I'm still haunted to this day, that he couldn't tell me. Does it boil down to that? It's great to see Creflo. I've been a strong critic of the churches who turn their backs on us, people that look like me, because they just assume, oh, it's a gay disease. It's not a gay disease. It's a disease that affects all of us. And there are a lot of... At any one of these universities, I used to work with this guy. He says, man, I go in the club. And I go, 7 out of 10 of these ladies. And I said, yeah, what about them? He said, are infected. And I said, you know what, you're right. And that's pretty much what it is. And 6 out of the 10 don't know it. And 5 out of the 10 don't want to know it. So there's nothing you can ask of me as a broadcaster to the 67 listeners that I have listening to my program that's going to prevent me from getting this information, disseminating this information, because what we are doing, all of us here, we are saving lives. And that is so important to me. If I can leave here tomorrow, if I walk out here and get hit by an airplane, I know that I made an effort to save some lives through education. So I'm honored to be here. Thank you very much.
We're now going to open the floor up for questions. We'd like to start off with media first, and there are 2 microphones at the corners here, so is there any media representatives that are here with us today that have a question? Please come forth and state your question. Please tell us who you're with as well.
Hi, my name is Charlie Arnold. I'm with Sister Magazine. I'm also, I know in South Africa where HIV is, hugely prevalent, they use the edutainment model where they have programs such as like Soul City and Love Life that have like TV shows and radio programs that younger children are very able to relate to. Do you think this is a model that could be used in the United States?
I also think that, ignorance is bliss, and if we were to present something like that that's targeted for young kids, you'll be surprised how many parents won't let them watch it. That's my biggest fear is the censorship. I teach abstinence to my children. I have a 14-year-old son, and he knows. And it's not about scaring him about LSD and drugs. It's about facts. I Google. We have the internet. There are so many things that the kids can get the information. But it has to be a special program. It's got to be a program that is accepted. And right now, we have so many people that are ignorant to HIV and AIDS that will block the blessings that you could receive from a show like that.
Let me